Hi guys, welcome back. Today I did Hades, the first male villain of the collection. I really liked his color. I guess I thought it was going to be a little bit more stronger, but the lips are light. The eyes I made a little bit more dramatic because the lips are light, so I did like just smoked out the bottom a little bit. But other than that, the colors are really soft on the top if you just didn't want to smoke out the bottom. But other than that, it's really pretty. I did end up using like the glitter from the, they're like body glitters. I just put a little glitter on the inner corner. I don't know if you can see it, but just to make it a little bit more fun. But yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Okay guys, so I don't have anything on except for my brows, and I do have concealer and translucent powder on my lids. Today we are going to do Hades. This is actually, I didn't notice, but this is actually a really neutral palette. For some reason I mixed up and I thought that the colors for Hades was darker, like red or something, but because I just kind of looked at it through I hadn't really swatched it, and when I swatched it, it's like a really pretty soft pink. It looks red in like a reddish kind of color, I guess, but it's not. It's like a soft, really pretty pink. So I'm super excited to do this one because now I could just wear this one today. Sorry again, you guys, I have my fan on. I do have my AC on, but it's just not kicking in full force. So I'm literally just gonna go ahead and keep the fan on me. So just that's what that noise is in the background. So for this one, I'm gonna use a couple shades. I'm going to use, of course, I'm going to use Devious again. Like literally, you guys, I use this kind of color on every day. So I love that they have that in here. I'm going to use the color called 101 again, which is, I still haven't figured out what color it is. I think it's like a gray, like a dark gray. I'm going to use Underworld, which I did use in the last one, but Underworld obviously goes with Hades, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do Diablo, which is a gold, only because those are ones that obviously they meant to go with that collection. So for this one, because the colors are going to be lighter on the top, I'm going to kind of bring the bottom a little bit more dramatic on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is take that color called 101, and I don't have concealer or anything because I do want to clean up afterwards. So I'm going to take the color called 101 on just like a little flat brush and just kind of pat the color down there, because I'm going to create kind of like a more, see how it automatically makes your eye look bigger by bringing the color down. So I'm going to kind of create like a little bit more of a bold eye on the bottom, and the top will not be as strong. So that's what we're going to do right here. I'm going to take kind of like a flat fluffy brush, and I'm going to take that color called Devious, which is a matte kind of shade. I just want to kind of soften the bottom, but because I want it like a little bit more of a blown down look, I want to put some color down here. I definitely gonna have to clean up because it makes my under eye circles look even worse. I think I'm gonna bring my eye color out a little bit. So today for that, I'm just gonna use some standard tape. I always put it on my hand first so it takes away all that stickiness. Peel it off. And I'm going to put it right here on the outside because I want the color to come all the way out to the outer corner of my brow. Okay. So I think I'm going to use the color called Underworld, which is like a shimmery, it's like a shimmery gold coppery color. I used this in my last tutorial for Ursula. And I'm just kind of bringing it all on the outside because you can be as messy as you want. And I'm just going to bring it in. So I'm basically creating like an outer and clean that up. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and take that color called Devious, the same one that I used on the bottom, and then just kind of bring that in my crease. Now this is a matte shade. I could have used Underworld. It's almost the same color, but Underworld is shimmery, so I don't want to bring that into my crease. So that's why I'm bringing this color as my transition shade. Then I'm going to take another fluffy brush, but softer, just because I want it to be clean, a clean brush. God, I have to wash my brushes. They're all kind of dirty right now. Pretty bad. Just another another fluffy brush. I'm going to take the color called Tragic. It's like that soft peachy kind of color. And I'm going to just go right on the top of that, just kind of towards the brow, just to soften all that. So the next thing I want to do is take the Too Faced glitter glue, only because I want that Jelly Mutt shadow to really stand out on my lid. So I'm going to take a little bit of the glitter glue and I'm just going to press it in the center with my finger. It's just like real sticky. And I'm hoping this is going to make it a little bit more tacky for that little glitter kind of thing to stick. Because I want the center of my lid to be a little bit more defined. And again, it's like I told you, it's like a pink. I'm going to take it from the lid again, and we are going to press it right in the center. Yeah, it actually does make the color stand out with the little glitter glue on that. Okay, so I lied. I am a little far from my mirror for me to be comfortable looking at myself, so I'm going to bring it up closer with this little mirror. And so unfortunately I wasn't able to have my lighting fixed like I thought, because my nephews weren't here long enough. They were here for one day, and it was a busy day, so unfortunately I wasn't able to have them look at my lighting. So I have to deal with this. It's very shimmery, as you can see. I'm going to go back with that color called Underworld, which is the goldy kind of like a bronzy kind of color. Go back on the outside and just bring that in again. I kind of zoom you in so you can see what's going on here. You can see that a little better like that. Okay. So I did get some of that little pink under there, so I'm just going to take that 101 again and just kind of go over it. It's okay that I have a little bit on the inner corner, because I'm actually going to put, I haven't showed you guys before, and they have these little body glitters, and you can actually, it says you're not supposed to use them in the eyes, but I'm going to use it like right in the inner corner. They're really fun little glitters, and I'm going to use it right on the inner corner of my eye just for fun today. So now what I'm going to do is take off this, and you see how it creates like a little line right there, so you didn't have to be so careful. So what I'm going to do is take the gold, only because I want to use the gold. I would, you could just leave it like this, but I kind of want to use all the colors for that, it says Diablo, so obviously that's devil, so that means Hades. So I'm going to take a little pencil brush, and I'm going to take that gold, and I'm just going to do it on the inner corner right here, just for fun, just to add that color in there. It's totally optional. I'm going to take, I do want a little highlight color at the top, so I'm going to take the color that we've used multiple times in the different videos. I'm going to use that color called Mongrels right here. It's like a shimmery champagne color, and I'm going to just go right under the brow, just on the outer, like. I'm going to take my, because you can see how dark my circles are today, I'm going to take my Pro Conceal from LA Girl, and this is actually a corrector, and this is Peach. And I'm just going to go right underneath, right there, right up to where, obviously the shadow is. I don't need to go all the way up there. And because I just want to buff it around from Luxie, it's this cute little flat top buffing brush. And I'm just going to buff that right up to where my shadow is. So today I'm going to use the Infallible Glow Lock. It's from L'Oreal, and it's a primer. And I'm just going to put a little on my fingers and do my face. And the reason I'm doing this one is because I'm going to do, it's going to be an infallible kind of day, because I'm going to do also the Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation from L'Oreal as well. Real Technique sponge. Buff that in. And that's just one layer, guys. I can totally do more, but it covers really well. Now again, I know it gets kind of repetitive and that I say that all the time, but I'm very dry. So I'm going to go ahead and take my, since that foundation is a more of a, does it say it's matte? It doesn't say it's matte, but 24-hour wear, obviously it's not hydrating. So I'm going to take some of my Tatcha, the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and I'll just spray that over that, just to give it a little bit more moisture and hydration. Seems like I'm putting a lot, but it doesn't come out a lot. I don't know if maybe it's just my bottle that's not like that, but it doesn't come out very strong. And now I'm going to go with my concealer. And the concealer that I have is also the Infallible, the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. So I'm going to put this on, and this is in the color Ivory. It's a lot lighter than my skin tone, but I definitely want more of like a highlighted look. So my eyes will stand out more. So I've kind of blended it all in, but now I'm going to go with another buffing brush. This is the concealer buffer from Zoeva. And again, I want to get really close to that where I had that shadow. So that's why I don't want to just use, I don't want to buff it with anything else. I want it to kind of softly blend around where that shadow was already. And I can also use this with the concealer on it to kind of buff out that little harsh edge right there. And on that side too. My Huda Beauty Pound Cake powder. And this way I can kind of do a little bit more under my eyes. Just gonna add a little bit more of that dark color. So I'm gonna let that sit for a second while I get my bronzer. I'm going to do for my bronzer, I'm gonna do MAC. It's actually, I'm gonna do the Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Tan. So it's actually a powder, but I like it for my bronzer color. So I'm going to go back with my powder and just do a little bit of a line under there, like I do, to kind of define that. And then I will take some blush. I know it seems like I'm rushing through this one again, and it's because I am. I literally have to go pick up my kids from school again. For blush, I'm going to use this that I got in my BoxyCharm box, and it's Alamar Cosmetics, and it's just a little blush trio. I'm going to use the one in the middle called Paradisco because it's like a pink from Moda. It's another brush that I got probably in one of my box kits, either Ipsy or BoxyCharm. I don't know which one. Definitely didn't buy this, so I don't know where I got it from, but it's a nice little blush brush. So I'm going to go back once again with that black or gray or whatever it is, and I'm going to go right on the bottom, just lightly, just kind of taking. So I think I'm going to do a waterline color because you can see the flesh tone right here, and then you can see all that shadow, so it looks really weird. It's just too much of a gap. So I'm going to go ahead and take this color from MAC, and it's called Coffee, just a pencil, and I'm going to just line my waterline just to kind of fill in that little gap right there. See the difference? Obviously it makes it a little bit more dramatic as well. And then I'm just putting liner on the top lash line. And then just for fun, I'm gonna put this, because I never use this. It's actually, like I said, it's a body glitter, but, and this one is called Do I Look Like I Care? Totally an optional thing, of course, but this is just because I want to use it, and I definitely don't want to use it on my body. I think I'm going to use just a little eyeliner brush, because I'm going to do it right on the inner corner. This is the Luxie eyeliner brush, and I'm going to go right over where I put that gold, right in the inner corner. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little jelly, and it's just got glitter in it. what I'm doing. You see that? Okay, so I got my lashes on. It's the, like I said, it's the Iconic Light from House of Lashes. So what I want to do now is take my MAC 165 and just kind of dust off all the powder that I had around here. All the baking powder. I forgot to do my nose contour. I'm going to use this Naked Skin from Urban Decay. I'm just going to do a little quick contour really quick. I didn't do any cream contour, so I have to do it a little stronger than normal. And then I'll just have to blend it out. Have that sitting while I do my lips really quick. So the lips in this one is probably my favorite lip, and I'm not going to do a lip liner. This is called Hades, but it's a nice neutral. It's like a neutral peach. And so this is actually a color that I would wear on a daily basis. It's such a creamy feel too. I love these lipsticks. So it's really pretty. It's very natural. It's the only one. Everyone else has been red. Now this one, the gloss, is called Hot Headed. And this is also got, I'm going to go right over it because this one is not going to mess up my lip because it's almost the same color, but it has a hint of pink to it. So pretty. It actually has the same like peachy pink that's in the eyes. It's so super pretty. And I would totally wear this one just by itself because it's got enough pigment. So let me get rid of my nose contour really quick. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Dewy Set from Anastasia Beverly Hills again. It looks like it's shimmery, but it's not. I was deceived. I would have never bought this. I thought it was going to have all the glitters, but it's just the packaging. But I still like, you know, I love as many like as I can get. So I'm going to spray this on because I want to do my highlighter. So I'll let that sit for 1 second. My Anastasia A23 highlighting brush, and I will grab the Hades contour. This one is super pretty, you guys. It actually has another pink undertone as well. You can't see it in the camera. This is actually really pretty. It has a really pretty pink undertone in the highlight. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but it is really pretty. It's not really strong, but it's really a pretty pink. Take a little bit on my finger, the tip of my nose. It's not a strong highlight. It's but it does have the real pretty undertones of the pink. I'm going to put some of my Giga Black Lash on the bottom, and this is where it's going to tie in how I have so much under the eye. Once I put my lashes on the bottom, it's not going to look as harsh. I guess it turned out a little bit more dramatic than I thought it was going to be because I smoked out that bottom line, but you don't have to put dark if you don't want to. And I probably wouldn't do the glitter on the inside if you didn't want it to be as dramatic. So I'm probably have to do a little cleanup before I go pick up the kids from school. I might look a little strange. So I hope you guys like this video. I have 2 more to go. I have Dr. Facilier and the Evil Queen. So yeah, so look forward to those ones next week. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.